Hi guys, you're welcome back to the channel. It's Sean. So we have this 6 yards of fabric that we're going to be using in making our flare gown, off shoulder flare gown. It's a normal dart. We have our lining and we also have our elastic and also our zipper. And I have also created a pattern for the upper part of this dress. This is just a normal basic bodice pattern, and that is what we're going to be using in cutting out the upper part. So for the flare part, I'm going to be doing the cutting on the ground because of space. So just diagonally flip over your fabric like you can see in the video. We're going to be cutting it into 3 pieces. The first piece is going to be the front part, and the two other pieces is going to be the two back pieces for the back. So after folding, just look for a way to get your waist measurement divided by 4. This is unfold. So now you're going to be cutting the front separately. The waist measurement is 48, so when you divide that by 4, it is 12. So I looked for a way to get 12 on my folded fabric, after which I tried to get the length of the flare part. In this case, it is about 40 inches, and I added 1 inch sewing allowance. So that is what I took all around on the fabric, and I marked it out so that it can be visible, after which I cut it out. So we have our front piece. Now we are not yet done with the front piece, because when you flip it over, you're going to see that you missed out on a little part of the fabric. So we are going to do a kind of replacement. So you're going to get a fabric and pin it so that you can cover up for the part that is lacking or that is missing on the fabric. So I just took a part of the fabric, and you're going to get your pin at this point. Make sure it is aligned. You're going to pin it from the down part to the sides of this flare part. So after finishing, when you're done with the pinning, you're just going to make sure they are aligned together, and you trim out the hexes, the part where you don't need. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip it over again so that I can know where to cut or where to trim out. So make sure it is properly laid. Then you're going to get your scissors and cut it out. So that is what I'm doing now. And we have the front piece. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you the part where we pinned it down. So it's not going to be very obvious. So you're just going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it down. But before we do that, we're going to be using this piece to cut out the back piece. So for the back piece, we need the right side and the left side, because the zipper is going to be going through in the middle. So you're going to lay flat your fabric this way. Then you're going to take your folded fabric. Guys, this time you're not going to open it up, because you only need one side of the back piece first. I hope I'm making sense. So make sure you properly align it, and do not forget to leave out space for your zipper, because it's the back piece. Obviously you're going to need a zipper. So I'm cutting this out, and when I'm done, I'm going to remove the front piece, and I'm going to be left with that back piece. This is what I'm going to use in cutting out the other part of the back piece. So I'm going to lay flat my fabric again. This time around, make sure right side is facing right side, because you need two opposites. You need one left and one right. If you do not arrange it this way, like right side facing right side, you would end up with probably two lefts or two rights, and that is not what we need. So I'm going to use that also to cut out the part that I need. So we have two pieces for the back, and now we are done with the down part, the flare part of the dress. So we're going to move to the upper part of the dress. So here's what we have. That is our back pieces, and so I'm just going to go over to the table. So we have our drafted pattern paper. So this is an off shoulder. So at this point, you're going to determine how low you want your blouse, your upper part to be. You can actually go 4 inches above your bust point, above your chest line. And if you like, you can just decide to take your measurement from the shoulder line, whichever one you think is going to be more convenient for you. You're just going to do that, and the purpose is just to make sure you have a decent top upper part that is not revealing, except that is what your client wants. So you're going to mark it down to the armhole area, after which you're going to get your ruler and square it out, make it into a straight line. So I'm just going to go ahead and make that into a straight line. So before we cut off this part, because it's an off shoulder, there is something we're going to do. You're going to determine your nipple to nipple measurement, and after getting that, you can add about 2 inches to 8. Whatever you get as your nipple to nipple measurement, for example, your nipple to nipple measurement is 8, add 2 inches to 8, after which you're going to add your half inch sewing allowance. And if in the absence of that, you can actually take your client's measurement, one armhole, one armpit to the other armpit. Whatever you get is what you're going to use as your new chest line for this blouse. And you're going to add your half inch sewing allowance, because you're going to be joining your sleeves to it. So when you get that, just use that to create a new armhole. Just slightly curve it to the armhole you already have, and then you're going to cut that out. And uh that means we already have our off shoulder ready. So you're going to cut out the parts you don't need, and the remaining part is what we're going to use in cutting out the back piece and also the front piece and also the lining. So after cutting it out, here is what we have our two back pieces with the lining cut, and also we have our front piece. So next thing we're going to do is to couple it. You're going to sew the lining to the blouse. You sew from the neckline, you notch, you top stitch, then you sew the sides, and also you impute your dart. Then you also do the same thing for the back pieces. So the neckline, notch, top stitch, sew the sides and also the zipper space. Then after that, here is what we have. I've impute the lining, the dart, sorry. So the next thing we want to do is to start coupling. And to start coupling, the first thing we're going to do is to take each of these pieces and join it to the flare part, to their skirt part, each one to the upper part. So the front flare we cut, we're going to join it to the front bodies, upper bodies, and also we're going to take the two back pieces, we join into the two back pieces for the blouse too. And then we're going to fix our zipper in between. So here's what we have. I've joined the front piece and the back piece also, and I've fixed the zipper. So the next thing now is to make this into one piece. So place right sides facing each other, you're going to align them together, and after aligning, you're just going to take your body measurements, you're going to take your bust measurement, then you take your waist measurement, and from that part you sew down. If you want a pocket at this point, you can decide to fix a pocket, and if you don't want a pocket, you just sew straight down. And the next thing is going to be attaching the sleeves. So after joining, here is what we have. So we're going to prepare the sleeves now. So for the sleeve, you're going to determine the length you want for your sleeve, after which you're going to add about extra 3 inches for fold, just for you to have this fuller effect. And also you're going to add the allowances for your zipper. The upper part is going to carry a big zipper, elastic, not a zipper guys, elastic, and the down part is going to carry the smaller elastic. So you're going to determine how you're going to create the space for each sizes of this elastic. And after that, you're going to go to the sewing machine to hold it down. So you're just going to fold over once, then create the casing, the space for the small elastic. You're also going to go over to the down part, you fold over like about half of an inch, and also create the space for the bigger elastic. You do same for the second sleeve as well. So after you're done, this is what we have. At this point, before we fix the elastic, we are going to move to the upper part, the bigger elastic casing, because that is the part that is up, that is going to be attached to the armhole. So you're going to take your dress this way, and align your armhole properly, because that is what you're going to be using in cutting the armhole for the sleeves. So you're going to make sure your sleeves is folded into two equal parts and they are properly aligned together, like you can see me do in the video. Make sure they are properly aligned together because you're cutting the armhole together. So the armhole on your dress, you're going to place it on your fabric this way, like you can see me do. Make sure it's aligned at the upper part and it is also properly aligned by the sides. And then you're going to take your scissors and you use that to cut it out so that you can have a perfect sleeve for both the dress and the sleeve itself. So after cutting, you're going to remove your dress and you're going to use the one you have cut to cut the other sleeve. Also make sure you fold your sleeve into two. Then you use the one you've already cut out, you place it on the one you have not cut, and then you use it to cut out the sleeve. Then there you have it. Then we're going to move into uh, fixing the elastic into the sleeves. So here's what you're going to do to know what to use as elastic for the upper part. First thing first, you're going to get to know the measurement of your client's round body. After knowing that, you're going to measure what you have on the dress. You're going to measure the front and you're also going to measure the back. In this case, my client's round body is 50 inches, but when I measure the round body on this dress, I have about 32, which means I'm short of 18 inches. So the 18 inches is what I'm going to divide into the two sleeves. That means I need 9 inches for one side and I need 9 inches for the other side. So when I took my elastic, instead of cutting 9 inches, I removed about 2 inches from it and I cut out 7 inches each for each of the sleeve. That's because, so that it will shrink and it will hold the body more. So 7 inches, and for the down part you're going to determine what outside you want it to be around your arm. Then whatever you have, if you measure, let's say you measure 12 inches, you can cut out an elastic of 9 or 10 inches as the case may be, and you insert it and you hold it down with a sewing machine. So after that, this is what we have. The last part now is to attach it to the dress. So back to the armhole area, you're going to take right sides facing each other. Make sure they are properly aligned from the top down to the armhole area. And you're going to sew with half of an inch because that is the sewing allowance we left. And you also do the same to the back sleeve. Also, you do that to the second part of the sleeve. So I decided to just open it up a little bit. I opened up the dress a little bit to create enough space for me to fix my sleeve. After which I'm going to close it back and we have our dress. So this is the outcome of it. I have attached the sleeve. And guys, do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and let me know if there is any style you want me to check out. Drop it in the comment section and I'll see you again in another video. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Bye.